The day of just recruiting the technician from your competitor that's been in the industry for 20 years, like that worked a while back, and we were happy to do it. We would just pay them well. They knew everything there was to know about the industry, and they made us look really good. That was 20 years ago. So as we grow, there's a lot of the good technicians have retired, and what I thought to be at one time were the good technicians really weren't good technicians. They were what I thought to be good at one time. But if we can put a little technology with this, we can bring people from outside the industry and fast track them. We can get them in the field in a month doing tune-ups. We can get them in the field in a couple months doing full diagnostics, no problem. But we have to train them the basics before we give them MeasureQuick. Well, I think everybody thinks you're going to buy these tools, and I hear guys bragging like, we bought $50,000 worth of tools and we gave it to our technicians, and they think it's just like a magic wand. They're just going to wave these field piece probes and poof, MeasureQuick just magically appears. Well, that's not the truth. It is hard to use if you're not doing things the right way to begin with. And I found as a company, and I can openly talk about this, is we were doing some things wrong. We weren't properly commissioning furnaces the way the manufacturer, the way the installation manual requires it to be done. So we've shortcutted stuff as a company, shortcut stuff as an industry. So to try to take it from here to here in one day and perfect MeasureQuick, it's going to be frustrating for any tech of any level. So what I found is if we can read the manual, so there's a step, we're going to read the manual cover to cover. That's what we're doing right now as a company. We read about 20 pages in 4 hours. It can be a brutal exercise, but not one person thought it was a waste of their time. We have guys that have been in here for a week, and we have people that have been in the industry for 35 years that were in this class last week. And they all were like, wow, there's some stuff we actually forgot about or had never read. So for us, we're starting with the manual. We're going way back to the basics. As a company, every single person, we're doing our install crew on a Wednesday, we're doing our service technicians on a Thursday. Everybody comes in for 4 hours. So it's an investment of time. So it's not a magic wand, it's an investment of time. So we're going to read the manual cover to cover. Then we're going to commission a furnace without MeasureQuick. We're just going to commission it the way the furnace says. That's going to clock the meter. It's going to check inlet pressure. It's going to check outlet gas pressure. It's all the stuff the manual tells us to do is exactly what Jim Bergman and MeasureQuick wants us to do, but we just don't do as an industry. And if we do, it's because we're in a panic. We can't figure out the service call. That's not the time to learn MeasureQuick. So as cool as it is, it all comes from a pain point for us. I started the company about 22 years ago, and we got away with a lot of stuff as we were smaller. As technology changed and airflow requirements have changed and we've scaled, we have a lot more technicians out there. We have a lot more installation technicians out there installing more furnaces per day than we have ever had. So we've got a pain point right now that we're getting called back after we install a furnace that was properly sized and an air conditioner that was properly sized. We're getting a call back for some airflow issues that we haven't diagnosed well as an industry or a company. So for me, what I would rather do is address the issue up front, price it to the customer, up our average ticket, while giving the customer the best design system that they possibly could have. First, the customer has to win. Every single thing that we do and every single meeting we talk about, it has to be a win-win-win. Even if it's a win-win, I'm okay with it. But first, the customer has to win. By diagnosing airflow problems in the field and finding a solution for that, that's a win for the customer. If we have a comfort advisor that's a commission-based comfort advisor, it's a win for the comfort advisor. And if we can generate revenue for the company, it's a win for the company. So everything we try to do is a win-win-win. But first and foremost, the customer always has to win. So anything that we talk about that we've implemented will be a win for the customer.